What's a happening, nerds? This is John, nerding out with cards, and doing another video. And that's because I had received a gift from my friend, and along with many others, Jeff over at A Fine Collector. And with it, he sent this note, and I was reading it and I kind of chuckled because he's like, "Sorry it took me so long to send you something in return for the Lee Smith card I sent him a while back." But I'm just saying, Jeff, I don't know if it's the Cubs fan in you, if it's because you're from Chicago, or maybe you've been on the West Coast for so long. I'm not really sure, but you remember in my note I said you're not allowed to send me anything back for the card. He didn't listen. He talks about sending Mac Pros with his new labels and things, and being us connecting and support for each other, and being class of 2025. There's a whole bunch of us that hopped on this year. It's been great, and then Jeff and I connected. It seemed like right away. And we started around the same time, so awesome stuff. Unfortunately, this is my second take for the video, and so the first time I did it, had a raw reaction to it. That's simply not going to happen, of course, because I know what the cards are. But anyway, what he did was he individually wrapped these cards. And what's kind of funny is I didn't get any card related Christmas presents this year, and these are Christmas presents from Jeff. And so there was an order to him. So he put these little notes on here. So first, and I'll read them off and I'll show the cards. But John, Merry Christmas, nerd. Open this first, as it'll be the one you hate the most. Hate is not the word I will use for this card for sure. Sending this card to replenish the missing Lee Smith card in your collection. I like him in this uniform better, but the Desert Shield is still much cooler. So I kind of got the impression it was going to be a Lee Smith card, and it is, but it's not just any Lee Smith card. Lee Smith, at one point in time, was the all-time saves leader in Major League Baseball history. Something that he accomplished in a Cardinals uniform. He's also a Major League Baseball Hall of Famer. And this is his rookie card. Now, there's some crap on the label. It's also on his hat, you can see, but holy cow. A rookie card of a Major League Baseball Hall of Famer, Lee Smith. Phenomenal card. And if you're going to have a Cubs card in your collection, having a rookie card of a Major League Baseball Hall of Famer, one-time record holder, is not a bad card to have. I'm just saying, this is an awesome card. Awesome card. The next card, he put open second. This card because I wanted to send you one of my 2016 Cubs Mag Pro labels, and had to put a card in there from that team and a player that was also on your Cardinals. It might be bittersweet now, but here you go. And oh man, I wish that first video would have taken. Oh man, because here he is. He's no longer a Cardinal. He was traded just a week or so ago. Wilson Contreras. And yeah, that his Jeff's label there. And it's funny. I used to just think like the Cubs not winning World Series is just like a part of the fabric of baseball. I would joke around that like them winning, like if they ever won a World Series, like hell would freeze over, and I'm just being dumb. But this Wilson Contreras, and when I first opened it, I was like, oh, Wilson Contreras, yeah, he was a Cardinal, and it's his rookie card, and that's a theme amongst all these cards. And I was looking at the back, like you can see here, and I looked at the back of the label, and I was like, oh, sweet, there's information here on the back. And I flipped it over, and I was like, oh, that's neat. He put the Cardinals years on here as well. The years in which Contreras was a Cub, and years which Contreras was a Cardinal. But then I saw the information about the gold parallel, and I was like, holy shit. This is a gold rookie card of Wilson Contreras. There's some years where it's a little bit harder to tell because they're borderless and all. And I was like, wow. Because, he knows that I'm doing the Yachty gold platinum run. And one of the things when Wilson Contreras left the Cubs, he was a free agent, and he signed with the Cardinals. Contreras was arguably the best available catcher on the free agent market. Yadier Molina had just retired, and that matters because whoever they brought in was going to be replacing Yadi, and that's a very large shadow to fill. And what is Yadi known for? He's known for his defense. And so, these talking heads on the TV and in the newspapers and on the radio, a narrative starts and it just rolls. And so the narrative was that Wilson Contreras and his defense was subpar. And, how would that work in St. Louis and all this other stuff? And it's just like, my whole thinking was like, he was the everyday catcher for a World Series winning team. How bad can his defense be? And when he caught for the Cardinals, not like his defense was just atrocious or anything like that, at least not that I remember. He eventually did move on to first base, but that was the expectation with the contract. But he did follow Yadier Molina, like I said. And with this being a gold card, and I've showed on my video before, or on my videos before, that I have the Yachty Gold Platinum run, but then I also have adjacent cards to it. Like I have another one coming in that will go with my Yadier Molina collection, and this card's going to go with it too, Jeff. Like that's really, really cool. Because I think that this goes along with the Yachty story, if that makes sense. That kind of blew me away, because the fact that it's gold was just like thought goes into that. Maybe not, because I talk about my Yachty gold cards all the time, but like legitimate thought went into that. That's awesome. And so now open third. I made this card specifically for you, as I know you don't care for the real one. I like the original one better, but this may be more your style, and it's in with my new channel labels. And when I read that, I was like, I don't get it. Whatever, just open it, right? And oh man. Again, the thought that goes into this, because Jeff, I don't even know how you do something like this. But I've talked on my channel, I mentioned it a couple times at least, and then when I was on the show with Jay and Rusty about this specific card, and the fact that I don't have it because, well, he's in a Cubs uniform, right? So first I'm going to try to do this. Bring it up slowly. Because you see it's got Jeff's label. It's blurry. Whatever. But I'm going to bring up the whole card, and it's a custom card of Lou Brock's rookie card, reimagined with him in a Cardinals uniform. Even says St. Louis Cardinals on the bottom there. But yeah, you see it's in Jeff's label, which I think it's just perfect, especially for this card. The back is the same as the back of the actual rookie card. And when I opened this, I was just laughing. Again, Jeff, I don't even know how you do something like this. And so again, the thought and effort that goes into something like that is pretty unbelievable, and I just think it's so cool. Like this card right here, uh, I'm I'm definitely gonna put with my Lou Brock bobblehead over there. Oh man, but and the thing is, like, I before I go any further, like I said, I appreciate his channel. I love watching his videos, love commenting on his videos, and then that has progressed towards like text messaging, offline video chats and whatnot. But again, it was people talk about the card community and wanting to form relationships and all this other stuff, and all of that's valid. And for me, it was just going to be like a side benefit. Like I think it just has to happen organically for it to matter. If all that makes sense. And so Jeff was just one of those ones. He was when he popped up. He was a new channel. I was a new channel, and so it's just kind of like pumping each other up kind of thing, and then it's just gradually progressed. And so that's why I had sent him a Lee Smith Desert Shield card, and the card's not expensive. It's I got it for like $15 or something, Jeff. I mean, geez. And then there's these. Um, and I was just like joking with him because it's a Cardinals card. But it had the cool factor because of the Desert Shield being a part of the Desert Shield set, and I do value that set on a non-monetary level. So I thought it'd be legitimately cool, and not just something dumb kind of thing. And then he sends these, you know. Well, there was a fourth card. Open last. I don't care how much you dislike the original, or maybe it's just one you don't care to pay for, but it's a card you should own. I couldn't give you the last one without this one. Enjoy, nerd. Happy holidays. And as I was reading that note, especially because it followed the last card, I just kind of went silent. So with this one, you're not going to get the awkward pause, lengthy pause, I should say. I think you all might have deduced it if you're watching this. I cannot believe this. Cannot believe this. It's Lou Brock's rookie card. And going back to the last card about the label within this Mac Pro, with how significant this card is, of a great player that I collect, a Major League Baseball Hall of Famer. It's an iconic card. Right, go down the line. There's so many adjectives that you can attach to this card. And I looked at it. This card is in very, very good condition. This is not a cheap card. And so the fact that it's with his channel label adds to the significance of this card. I think most of you all can kind of understand what I'm saying there. But yeah, Lou Brock's rookie card. There's so much that could be said about this card on its own. Like, you see this card at a card show. You see this card on an eBay listing. You see other people show their copies of this card, and there's so much that could be said about it. And then there's I mean, you want to talk about a story with a card. I don't even doing a second take, I'm speechless. This is honestly a card I thought I would never own. You know how it is, right? There's so many cards out there that you want to get. I got all my collections going on that I've talked about. This is not a cheap card. And I'll be honest, if I did go out and buy one, it would not look anywhere near this nice. Like, there would be creases on it. The registration would not be this good. The centering would not be this good. This is this is uh this is a big card, you know, and the cost of this card is what, yeah, with him being in a Cubs uniform, I get it. Would is what would drive me towards other parts of my collection before that this enters into view, so to speak, and that's why I have not had one of these cards. I yeah, this is crazy, absolutely crazy. Um, like I I hope, Jeff, I hope um the gratitude is coming across in this, and I would be remiss if other people have sent me cards as well. Uh, Fast Breaks at Breakfast, Jay, Tony. Um, it's not that it's not that I'm not appreciative of those gifts as well. The presentation of it all, the that connection with Jeff and whatnot is um, why this is the presentation of this gift is different. Um, I and again the thought that went into each of these cards, I think, he could have said any one of these cards by themselves, and my thought would be the same. Like I said with the other gifts, like with Tony, over there, he sent that 1992 Topps Ozzie Smith. It's what, a 50-cent card. I don't know, but it's a very significant card for my collecting history, right? Because it's the first Ozzy I can remember, and I one touched that thing, and I have it on display. I love that card. So like I said, I hope anybody else that sent gifts doesn't feel as though I don't value their gifts as much as these, but I was shocked with Jeff's package. That is no doubt. I could keep rambling on here. Again, Jeff, thank you very much. Y'all, this is how I'm nerding out tonight. And disbelief, shock and awe. Y'all nerd your own way.